Hello? Is this thing on? Hi, friends. Oh, welcome on in. Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well, friends. I've had a day. I've had a day. I am fluffy extraordinaire because it is hot. My camera thinks so too, to the point where it's really having trouble focusing again, and so do I. Old breath chat. I need to quickly boop your snoot. This seems to help, but I don't know. Hi Sen, hi Ron, hi anyone who's lurking. I hope you're all doing well, friends. I survived the 24 hours with ECG or EKG, monitoring pads stuck to me, which was a ride. It was an experience. Because they told me I was not allowed to shower, bathe, or swim because neither the machine nor the pads are waterproof. But I was sweating so much that around 2 a.m. I woke up and the three pads on my top of my chest had let go. It is way less melty there today. Huzzah! It is still pretty melty here, but a lot less. Yeah. Yeah, no, the three pads had let go. And at 2 a.m., they gave me 4 spare ones, and I needed a 3. And I stuck them back on, put the electrodes back on in the right position, because, they're color-coded, and it had the little paper. Then on the back, I had to keep a diary of things I did, blah, blah. So I go back to sleep, and then I woke up around 8. And I look down, and I see that this one was fine, but the one that was supposed to be in the middle was like half, like not half, but like partially overlapping this one. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I just put it correctly on. But then I had to write down that like this electrode from approximately this hour to this hour has been overlapping the other one. So yeah, that was grand. Um, Gotta love some color coding. Yeah, I was glad that they had color coding. They also had a little diagram on the information pamphlet thing that showed you exactly where the colors had to go. Um, but yeah, then at noon when I was allowed to remove it, I did, and I could finally have a shower again. And it just left these bright red squares, like bright red patches. Like this was a bit more. Hi, Goody. Welcome on in. This was a bit more spread. It still is, by the way. It's sensitive because yeah, I had an allergic reaction to the pads. This is fucking grand. And then on the underside, because it's all under my left breast, I just have these distinct like red squares where the patches were. And it itches. Cause yeah, of course, the glue contains acrylics. It's fantastic. Patch squared, high voyage. So yeah, that was great. And I finally had a shower, and it was good, and it was grand. I was like, you know what? This is fine. This is gonna be itchy and it's gonna hurt, but if I just stop touching it, we're fine. So I did, and wearing a sports bra today to not put too much pressure on and to help absorb the moisture so it doesn't get worse. So I sit on the bed. I put on my compression socks because it's fucking warm, and I just hear it. I look down and I rip one of the seams. So the electrodes didn't stick properly. Then I found that they were overlapping in the morning. Then when I finally took them off, I have an allergic reaction to the glue, and I've ripped my compression socks. Except we're waiting for the lightning storm to arrive, which will be tomorrow. So this is a little bit warmer than it is outside, but the AC is on. Actually, is it? Or is it the temperature now? Because I think it's going to be 33 max here, but we've not had any storms yet. It's going to be cloudy, but tomorrow... Yeah, it says from Wednesday on there's going to be proper rain again. But... yeah. Topic, I do not know, but I could take some oral antihistamines actually. Do I still have some here? Usually I keep a stash around. I do! Thanks for reminding me. I have them. Because it's still ongoing. And this will help stop the degranulating of the mast cells, and that'll help with the allergy. 22, 65 humidity. Ooh, no. 29.5 near flat. Your computer is heating up. Yeah, same. Same, which is why the AC is running and having trouble keeping up because my PC is on. So yeah. Oh. I was swimming in the sea yesterday and I had spoons to shower and I got home and I still didn't have spoons today, but I really need to. Ooh, you still have all the salts. Salt's not good for your hair. Or your skin. But yeah. I do feel ya. The needing to find the energy to shower. A bit of tape, anything. Oh! That is good. I'll have to look into those. I'm not sure if I can just get them. I don't know. But yeah. No, and then I went to the toilet and I found out there's also a hole in my underwear that's not supposed to be there. I'm just like, great, this is just all adding up to today. Like, what is today? What the fuck is going on? And then I called the place for my socks, right? Because I ripped the seam. I ripped the seam of the silicone band at the top that's supposed to keep them in place and stop them from slipping. So, you know, kind of important. And I called them, and a long story is they can't repair it because they don't have an in-home sewist anymore that can do that. They can't send them to the company. Well, they could, but the company is just going to say it's my fault because I pulled them too hard, which is not supposed to happen, but I can't fight corporal. So I was like, okay, can I fix that myself? I was like, no, you need specialized equipment. You need a lock for that. You need an overlock for that. It's like, oh, I only have a regular lock. I don't have an overlock, which is a different sewing machine. He's like, yeah, no, you really can't do that yourself. Well, some people can. Some people can do anything. So I'm just gonna try and sew it by hand. I have enforced, yeah, it's not enforced yarn, but it's extra sturdy yarn that you use to sew on buttons that'll have like particularly like a lot of pressure or tension on them. So I'll just grab some of that and try to stitch it back together. Because yeah, I need these. I have another pair, but the idea is that I wear one pair, rinse the other, and just have one washing and one wearing, you know, and alternate the two. Using Flanagan's nasal spray this skin. Oh, that's interesting. Which is like antihistamine nasal spray. Huh. So yeah, I've had a day, friends. And I thought I got here, I made myself some food. I was really proud. I closed the window, put the AC on. Made myself some food, sat down, thought I pressed go live. And I didn't. But here we are. I made it. The ultrasound went well, by the way. I'll officially get like the full report on Monday and a phone call from the EKG and the Yeah, the ultrasound of the heart. But yeah, no, everything was looking grand as expected, to be honest. But my heart is looking perfectly fine. In fact, he said that he couldn't see any like sign of obesity in the heart as well, because some people that are severely obese, like I am classified as, they can see a thickening in the heart muscle itself because it has to work harder. But that's not the case with me either. Oh, I pushed the camera up and I cleaned it. Hello. But that's not the case with me either. So like my heart is working perfectly fine. It's all looking grand. As far as we can see now, like officially I'll get the full report on Monday. But that means that we still don't know where my edema is coming from. Because the blood tests show that my kidneys are fine, my heart is fine, my valves are fine, and my veins are fine. So what the fuck is causing the issue? Basically immortal. Supposed button pressing in new Roman cart disease seems to be contagious. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. I usually am prone to, as you know, chat, twitching and not just on Twitch. And I have like micro muscle movements or muscle spasms where I will accidentally click or push a button when I don't mean to. There's been talk of reclassifying weight stuff recently into different sections based on actual impacts people have from the weight. That would be grand. Because apart from, like, my weight is not the issue. I am not disabled because I am fat. I am fat because I'm disabled. But the fat itself, like also it's not all fat, it's fluids because there is edema that we have no clue where it's coming from, what is causing it, or why. That I really hope to find out because it's very annoying. But apart from that, like, sure, getting clothes is difficult. But getting clothes was difficult when I was skinny and had big tits anyway, because clothes are not designed for people with a big rack. Or a fat ass, for that matter. But like the edema was the biggest problem because I couldn't find any like jeans that would fit me unless they were stretch. Especially since people can be technically healthy weight and have medical stuff that's typically caused by being overweight. Yeah. And the other way around. Where people are overweight, but their weight itself is not, like, part of their medical issues. Like I said, it's not affecting my heart. They said it would be difficult for me to get my surgery, my hysterectomy done, because I'm fat. So they scheduled me for robotic surgery, which was better anyway because it puts less pressure on the surgeon because the machine is doing the work and they're just controlling the machine, which means they have to put in less physical strength as well. But my surgery was a grand success, was fantastic. Were no complications whatsoever. Yeah, weight is a way more complicated thing. Doctor like, yeah, no, the so-called pot specialist that I went to last week also started asking questions about weight and if I had been skinnier before. I was like, yeah, sure, in my teens, but like when I was a kid, I was already complaining that I would get nauseous from the heat and like what do you so did we grab medical pressures and weight stuff? Yeah, same. Same. It is I'm glad I found a GP that takes me seriously and that where I just basically said, listen, I am fat because I'm disabled and not the other way around, and I don't want to hear any any discussion about that. And I've basically started asking medical professionals if they, like, specifically try to pin something on my weight. Then I go, okay, but I can't change that. I can't lose 50 kilos overnight. So what would you do if I was a perfect weight and still had these issues? Because that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Because I can't lose 50 kilos overnight because it would be fucking unsafe. It would be unsafe. Besides, it is way more dangerous to be underweight than it is to be overweight, but society is so fucking fat phobic that it's just, it's fucking ridiculous. And it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking to watch and hear some of my friends go, oh, I haven't been able to work out. I feel so fat. And then I look at them and I'm like, honey, where? Honey, where? Show me the fat. Because first of all, if you want to be fucking toned, you're going to need some of that fat. Because otherwise your muscles are not going to show. You know, apart from the fact that it's fuel and insulation and keeps you safe and warm, is the fat in the room with us. And I don't mean me. Okay? I shouldn't do that. How? I forgot. I'm such an idiot. Okay. I'm not an actual idiot, but for a brief moment, I lived in the bliss of not having an allergic reaction. Today is fine. Weight's been stable the last few months, but I've been losing so much fat and building so much muscle now that I have a chair. I can actually be active again. Nice! I'm being told you just need to lose weight, and it's like, no, but it'll be... Yeah. 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 I feel that, Ron. I miss being active. Like, I want to be active again, but right now we're still trying to figure out why I can't be. What is exactly causing all this bullshit? But I listed my symptoms that I attribute to POTS or dysautonomia, because I'm not sure it is POTS, but you know, to my GP, and it was very validating when he said, "Wow, you know, just that sounds very exhausting to just have all these symptoms." We're gonna figure out what is causing it. Like my GP has my back, which I'm very grateful for. It took me a long while to find a GP, and it took me a long while to switch because, you know, the tism, change, it's not great, but this GP was a good choice, is a good GP. But yeah, no, I feel that, Run. Accommodations in place before getting diagnosed of stuff sorted. The problem is that I don't know what I would need in place of accommodations. I'm just very fucking tired. I have my orthopedic shoes, I have my compression, which helps, but apart from that, I don't know. Like, summer is hell because I have to stay out of the sun or I swell up like a fucking balloon. I'll be a walking, talking water balloon. I can't wear rings for fear of my hands swelling and I'm not being able to take them off again, so my hands feel naked. But I'm doing what I can, you know? I'm trying to... I want to be more active. So I yeah, been figuring out what or how, and then I finally was like, you know what? I should maybe give this yoga thing a try. I should give it a go. So I asked a dear friend of mine who recommended a YouTube channel to me. And I mean, it was 30 plus degrees. I was full of stickers and the heart monitor machine thing. But I gave the yoga thing a try, and the floor stuff was fine. The floor poses were fine. And then came the part where you stretch with your butt up in the air first, and my heart went up. We can go up. So my heart rate, yeah. I was 5 minutes in and I gave up. So I'll give that a try next week when it's cool down. But small steps. I did the step where I started the thing. Hi, Sebastian! Welcome on in. I did the step where I started the thing. So yeah. If you ever want some info specific social mobility stuff, I will. Thank you. So many things there to help with so many different areas. Yeah. So when I went to TwitchCon this year on a Saturday, I got I got a sticker for that indicated to staff that I had a disability. So I would also be allowed to use the disabled stalls and stuff like that. And they had wheelchairs for just you could rent for a day, which I didn't do because I was stubborn and oh, I regretted it. I paid the fucking price. And instead of going 2 days, I only ended up going 1 day to TwitchCon because I was in too much pain on the Sunday. I still regret not getting that wheelchair. But it's quite a mental hurdle that I'm still dealing with because there's also a lot of social stigma, sadly, on wheelchairs and wheelchair users, especially if you're an ambulant wheelchair user and you're not a paraplegic. Because people just don't know and don't understand, and I'm not sure I have the energy to educate. I'm not sure I even have the energy to be nice about it, you know? But we'll see. There's so much really depends on specifically what is difficult. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that, Rowan. That is exactly what I'm also struggling with. Like, what is it exactly that I need? You know, what is it exactly that I struggle with apart from, yo, I'm fatigued all the time? Because I used to say, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. And then Kieran taught me the difference between tired, which is in the brain, and fatigue, which is in the body. Yeah, when a motor. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Sebastian. Thank you so much. I will keep that in mind. Yeah. I think it'll be fine if I can do it like myself. I believe the I'm not sure what it is. Like I was gonna say the walking is fine. It's just that when I sit down, my body suddenly goes, "Oh, we shouldn't have been doing that," which means that the walking isn't fine. But the shoes have helped a lot though with stability in my ankles. And then it's really interesting that once the stability is in your ankles, the rest of your joints just click into place. Fucking magic. Reason start ambulatory wheelchair user. I've never had anyone being shitty about the ambulatory part. That is good to know. Yeah, no, I just know stories of people that I must admit that was when I was in college. Like stories from a specific ambulatory wheelchair user at the time who would just get people staring and straight up being rude when they would get up from their wheelchair to grab something from the shelf in the supermarket, you know? Since only wearing boots with good ankle support, your hips hurt so much less. Yeah, I started, that's why I specifically like the Dr. Martens I had, and now that I have them orthopedically, where they have, like, extra support in the ankles. Yes, and I really hope you get your shoes soon. Mother could walk small distances, but not once. She accepted some time, and we just roll with it. Also during holidays. Pun intended. Nice. You should just roll with it. You're really saying you have to be polite to those of people. This is true. This is true. The problem is that if I am not making a conscious effort to quote unquote be polite, I can be such a bitch. And I mean that, and I get mean. And I don't want to be mean, but it's so easy for my brain to go to mean because that is how I survived. Honestly, it's how I survived this long. By just being able to bite. Not literally, but close. And pointing out how fucking weird it is when people offer to help and insist on helping even when I say no. It makes people very uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah. People, some people just want to help to make themselves feel good. And when you point that out, they feel so attacked when they're the ones attacking you, you know? People are so fucking weird. Yeah, there's different brands of people that I have very little patience for. And one of those types of people is who refuse to see that they can be wrong. Especially, and it's quite sad to see, it's often victims of abuse that think they cannot possibly be toxic because they're the victim. They were hurt. And I'm like, bitch, sit the fuck down. You were just copying the behavior I did. This is me to me 5 years ago. After several people went, bitch, sit the fuck down. Because I needed that, friends. I needed to hear that. And I'm very grateful that they did, and they stuck with me, and they helped me through the process. But, whoo, boy. Sometimes people need to steep in their discomfort for a bit. I said that was, yeah. You're getting used to asking if someone wants help, but you say no, I'm not going to push further. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to practice, Abadian. It's something I had to practice and still do. Mine. I still have to remind myself that, you know, sometimes someone going, I didn't ask for advice, me going, shit. Because I'm doing it again. I'm doing the helping, which is a trauma response. But yeah. 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 That is also, yeah, words are very important. Phrasing can be very important in that regard as well. It's also something I've learned over the years. But yeah. Okay, no, that changed, yeah. Really love asking people for help where you can kind of tell never really get asked. Yeah. It's good sometimes to show people that there are options, you know? Because for me, some things my brain can just not comprehend as an option until it's pointed out. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense actually, but it's not something like that's allowed. It's like, yeah, there's no rule against it, but that's mostly like social situations and social cues. Like, oh, really? That's allowed? Like, yeah, that's allowed. Like today, oh, I could tell that the doctor who was doing the ultrasound was not used to small talk or something. I don't know. It was funny because the assistant invited me in before the doctor showed up. I'm not sure if she's like a nurse or a doctor's assistant or whatever, but she's like, okay, yeah, you can undress your top half. So I did, took the shirt off, took the bra off, and I just stood there. And I could tell it took her like a second that she probably wasn't expecting me to get fully undressed in the top half, even though she asked me. So she laid down, put the electrodes on, and then grabs a towel and puts it over my breasts. And I'm like, okay, sure. She's like, yeah, you know, the doctor will be right with you. And I thought, okay, well, if I'm gonna lay here for a little bit, it's nice to have a bit of a blanket situation, I guess, because I'm half naked. But then the doctor came, introduced himself, and then I was like, oh yeah, can you lay on your side? So I rolled over on my side and the towel fell and he immediately like grabbed the towel, put it back on. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, whatever, it's fine. And then when the clips got loose, this is a bit awkward. And then I was laying on my side, but he was behind me, so he was reaching around, trying to do the ultrasound like from behind me, and then eventually was like, yeah, you can roll on your back, and I just like, we can just forgo the towel. Like, we can just, that's fine. Like, I didn't ask for this. The assistant just put it on me. Like, it's fine. Because my philosophy is, you're a fucking doctor. You've seen tits. In all shapes and sizes. You're not here to check out my tits. You're here to do an ultrasound of my heart, right? Like, it was so weird and going, okay, right, yeah. And it's like, they're never, like, I didn't know when to bring this up. It was just so fucking awkward. Like, what are you doing dancing around this fucking towel? Like you've never seen anyone naked before. You're a doctor. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. If you don't talk about it, like, yeah, sure, that's allowed, then apparently some people get uncomfortable with being naked. I get it. I get it. Like, I've never been to a sauna because that would make me uncomfortable. Not because of everyone else being naked, but because I'm insecure about my own body. This kind of preemptive obedience is so funny sometimes. Hold on. The other day I needed something off the top shelf in a shop and there was a stereotypical scary teenager boy. Sorry, and I asked him because tall. He looked so confused for a moment and just gave the hugest grin and was super excited to help. Oh, that's so sweet. So trying to ask him, but also happy that you did. Yeah. But yeah, no, wait, it was awkward, but it was funny, yeah, because I was just there, laying there, tits out, like, sure, my man, what'd you need? Do you need me to hold them, like, out of the way for you? Like, just tits. But apparently, yeah. Like, okay, sure. We all have them in different shapes and sizes. Some people have a little bit more fat on the chest than others. Um, but yeah, no, but he didn't seem to, like, he didn't mind. It was not like he was scared of them or awkward about it. It was just that, um, I am Loop for real. Yes. Yes, Panda. I too am Loop for real. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. I actually double checked if I hadn't made the same typo that you had yesterday. Oh, you said lube instead of life, like autocorrect doing you dirty like that. But like, yeah, I'm just talking about the doctor with the ultrasound of my heart today. And it's not like he was awkward about the tits or something. It's just that because the towel was there, he assumed that I was insecure or didn't want him to see my nipples or whatever because there was a towel over my naked chest and we just danced around the towel. And it's because of the breasticles to get taught in masculine and most people are uncomfortable having those bare and it's a comfort thing to be a bit shielded of safety being covered up, but like it's medical necessity and it's medical necessity and exactly like it's freaking cold at the moment. I did get offered a towel, but 100% sure I would. You didn't get offered. I didn't get offered. There was no offer. There was no offer. I was on this examination table, bare-chested, because they told me to remove my clothing on the upper half of my body, so I did. I was tits out on this table. There was no offer. There was just her going, towel on my tits. Just covered me up. Nips to the wind, flapping, free. It was a good thing I was lying down and I didn't have to run because I would have walked out of there with two black eyes, you know? But I don't know. As if you wanted to tell we thought you were cold, but like, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's not cold. Kieran, they don't have air conditioning there. In their practice, it's not cold. Like this. But it's just, yeah. He also wasn't used to small talk. He tried to do the small talk. And Sen pointed out that someone has probably told him that you need to be more sociable. You need to be more social. You need to chat with your patients more. And he was trying so hard to make a conversation. But he was also very focused on his work. And very focused. Hi, Hammy! You missed the part where I was just explaining I was tits out on an examination table. How are you today? But it was also very clear that he stopped and he was so focused on that ultrasound and taking the right pictures of the ultrasound and matching it up with the EKG that they put on and everything. But he also tried to do the small talk. Finn was tits out. Yeah, I was. I was actually. I got an ultrasound of my heart. Many other canals have videos concerned about why I wanted shorts and not the gown because it's usually the opposite, but like I don't really want bare butt and not very washable wheelchair cushion. Yeah. Yeah. We just have an awkward situation some years ago. I got a massage and was on vacation but didn't understand that the masseuse one. Oh! Couldn't you tell from her reaction that it was oh, it was weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, you're allowed to keep your t-shirt on and the gun was just gonna get in the way of your wheels. The nurse was like wanting to make sure he was aware that the doc might see my butt, but then transferring from chair to bed, and I was just kind of like, yeah, he's there to shove a camera up my butt. I'm kind of assuming he's gonna see it. Exactly! Autistics confusing medical professions by following the actual rules and not the social rules. I think that is exactly what that is, what this is, Ron. Just... Because she, like, the assistant was like, okay, yeah, so please, undress the top half of your body. So I did. I took off the t-shirt. I took off the sports bra that I was wearing. That I am wearing. And I just stood there naked, and I could just see, it was only a split second, but she did, like, a double take. Because I just talked to her with my tits out, like, okay, like, so do I just lay down or yeah. Don't be embarrassed. Doctors have to look at butts all day. Why are you not embarrassed? Yes, Roa, this, yes. Yes. Don't be embarrassed. They're medical professionals. They've seen so many naked bodies. Oh my god, you're naked and not embarrassed? Like, which one is it? What do you want? Because we to do these things because of the current social climate of sexual harassment things. I think it's like Sidopolis said earlier that it's like in med school people get taught that people with breasts are insecure about them. This script is all wrong. You're supposed to be embarrassed, but you just told me not to be. Lips table. Like, come on! Pick one! Please! I do not want help flipping that table, but thank you for asking. There's a lot of expensive equipment on this table. It will not be flipped. You have zero attachment to your boobs, or not mine, do not want them, why would you care about? Okay, so yeah, I can understand that, but I like mine. I like my boobs. I like my chesticles. They get in the way sometimes. Like, for real. They get in the way. There's a bunch of clothing that I would like to wear that is usually designed for people with breasts. Just not as much as I have. And then it doesn't fit. And that is annoying. Or that, you know, I managed to make it fit and it looks good, and then I just get told that it's indecent exposure because they're too big, you know? Or people try to have a conversation with me but not look at me, but just look at me, you know? Which not that I'm insecure, thought that it's a very vulnerable state and just for somebody to remember that then no god second I'm doing this all because patient is most likely not getting this done every day, not necessarily insecure, just a power dynamic and also region, religion of the era. Yeah. Gotcha. Thank you for correcting me in that one. The eye contact thing, listen, I'm an autistic. I don't really mind the eye contact. I don't really do the eye contact. I am making a conscious effort right now, chat, to look at my camera. When I have a conversation with someone and I'm masking, I make a conscious effort to look someone in the eye to get their attention. I have a chat with them, but not too long because then it's awkward. But then, you know, when you have their attention again, like this, it is a conscious effort. It is a script I'm running. But you want those people to look at your eyes and you need a nice searching googly eyes. But where do we put the googly eyes? An argument you have frequently with your mom is that you don't care if your nipples are getting pokey and you can see them through the top. Statistically, every single person you made was born with at least two. Yeah. Surprising that you have them. Why am I meant to be embarrassed by that? Yeah. Yeah. An argument, not an argument, but a quote I've heard from someone is that you can clearly tell that some people have never seen their grandmother naked. It shows. Because, and some people even, you know, do the pearl clutch when I mention the idea of seeing one's own grandmother naked. And I'm just like, first of all, the family. Secondly, everyone has a chance to grow that old. This is a natural thing that bodies do. Like, some people get really worked up and pearl clutchy when I say growing up. People walked around the house naked. Sometimes that happened. Like, not when we had guests. It was just a polite thing to do. But we never really had guests that stayed the night at the house, so I've seen my parents naked. I've seen my brother naked growing up. They've seen me naked. Like, it's just naked bodies are not sexual by themselves. Like, I don't get it. Like, the only time when we locked the bathroom was when someone taking a dump, because, you know, you don't want to walk in on that, but we didn't lock the doors when having a shower, because my dad would be taking a shower and I could walk in and brush my teeth at the same time. We'd have a conversation. It would be grand. It would be fucking normal. But some people just can't even fathom that idea of that being a thing. It's so wild to me. What do you think? In a place where they're looking, of course, boobly eyes. Write that one down. Boobly eyes. And just... Can you please get googly eyes on your chest region? The best way to make me not stare at them. I'm gonna make a brooch, chat. We're gonna make a brooch. I might ask Sel for help, and then we can incorporate googly eyes. Hold on. Hold on, chat. I have a thing. Oh no, I had the worst idea. Hold on. This idea just got better. This idea just got better. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Chat, my eyes are up here. Hello. My eyes are up here, chat. I'm fucking hilarious. How's it going? Isn't it perfect? Can I make the... I just... No, that doesn't work. I have to... There we go. Move the mic out of the way real quick. Yeah. As in fully. Yeah. Comedy gold, chat. Comedy gold. Oh. Thank you for that idea. Also, shout out to Kieran for giving me a whole bag of googly eyes. What? Oh, you're trying to screenshot this for an emote? Just the... I think it's too small or too far away from my face to turn that fully into an emote. Oh boy, hold on. Oh, perfect. Hold on. What I can do is, where's that screenshot button? I have a screenshot button somewhere. Huh? Where'd it go? There. There. Screenshot. Hold on, let me catch up with chat because we were having an interesting conversation before I got absolutely sidetracked by boobly eyes. uh there you go. And it was, you're one of those people. Yeah, fair. From giving your grandma's gingerbread cookie shaped like vulvas because your mom was convinced your granddaughter would have a heart attack. I told your grand about that conversation. She thought it was hilarious and said he probably wouldn't know what they were shaped like. They have 3 children together! Rowan! Oh, that's perfect. I mean, I guess normal, yes, and for the creation aids we were all naked, though technically not allowed. Yeah, fair. But yeah, butts getting loose and flappy and floppy and hanging unless you're fat or skinny and saggy is normal. Like, the only time you'll be concerned if somebody's naked is they're randomly getting undressed in a grocery store. Yeah, exactly. There's time and a place, but... And that's less about the nudity and more about, is this person okay? Do they need medical assistance or somebody to come help them and keep them safe? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not, a butt! But just more like, hey dude, are you okay? You know? Let me one. We're having we're having ads starting soon, so I can fuck around for a little bit longer before we hop into the game. And I'm gonna show you my Witchwood chat. Curse you Victorians? Yeah, for real. Christianity has a lot to answer for, too. Yeah. Anyway, if it says Peter Pot, someone sitting on a bench taking off their shoes and socks, I mean, that's would it help? They were just changing socks. I mean, taking off. See, that's another thing. Taking off your shoes and socks is not a. It's not a weird thing. I'm really talking about someone like getting naked. Barefoot is. I love walking around barefoot. As a kid, my parents would have to force me to wear shoes when going out. And I mean as like a young child. And even then, I would still go around riding my bike without shoes or socks on. I prefer barefoot. I prefer to walk around barefoot in the garden, unless I'm like doing garden work and stuff. But I always prefer barefoot. I don't know. But then again, when I was a really young child, and I do mean like toddler ages, I would frequently just get naked and just run around naked on vacation, you know, or in our own back garden. But like, yeah, no, I just didn't like clothes. Clothes are restricting. Right, sometimes you see reels of people bare feet pixelating them, and you're always like, yeah, that is because they don't want people masturbating over their feet. But it's a thing I said recently that it's not the foot fetishists that are weird about feet. It's 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 not the nudists that are weird about naked bodies, you know? So really do I'm gonna get ruined. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. No need to apologize for a wall of text. That's a funny story, and I'm glad you shared it. Thank you for sharing that. The internet and wiki feed exists. I was gonna say, why don't I have a wiki feed? Because I haven't shown my feed on the internet because that's against the US. Like, fucking imagine. Yeah. Once you're on wiki feed, then you've made it, chat. It's true. Also, if you don't wear your feet, do you just put on shoes, maybe? Oh, voyage people are weird. Like, I get if you're like filming IRL stuff and there's a lot of people there that, you know, have not consented to be on camera, which is difficult when you're walking, I don't know, the streets of some big ass city. Like pixelating those or blurring those out. Yeah, I get that. But I don't know, there's a lot of nuance to these things too, I suppose. Right, chat. We have an ad going. Oh. Stretch. I will do a quick be right back so I can do a bio break and put some more hydration because I think, yeah, this one's empty. Yeah, take this time to take care of yourself. Grab some snacks, grab some hydration, grab some medication if you still can. And need to. I lost my track of thought there, exactly, because It's fun to live without ADHD. See you in a bit. There we go. Hello! I return. I'm gonna hop into the game, friends. Catch my breath. There we go. So you cannot see the googly eyes on here, but like they line up with my microphone here, so all is well. There's still boobly eyes chat. Ooh, I'm okay. Alright. Let us continue. So. Right, the haunted house north of the graveyard. What else do we have? The rat. Yeah, the rat was the haunted house. The cat. Find clues of the cat's crimes. Right! We fixed the unicorn's limp horn. And I was working on the clothing for the gargoyle. We got the elf shoes. Are they in my grimoire? They're not in my inventory. Yeah, okay, 2 out of 3. Need more elf shoes. Oh, you can't see that. Hold! There we go. Now you can see the objectives. And a gnome hat from the fields. Yes! Okay, to the fields we go then, because I made the puzzle box for the gnome. Fields. I really like the little noises all the gnomes make. It's really cute. Also, Ron, that is an absolutely adorable take from your grandma there. She is also allowed to adopt me if she wants, because I don't have any grandparents anymore. She sounds it, yeah. You're not a chicken, you're a pheasant! Stop making chicken noises, that's illegal! Hey buddy, I got you something. I got you a little something. Uh-oh. Well, I got the gnome hat! Scatter! I needed something else, because I have to cook crafts to do for several many hours. That is so sweet. The elves. Right, the elves need it. I need fireflies for that. To the forest! Apparently the gargoyle needs 3 pair of elf shoes. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm collecting cobblestones, but I am. Elf. Here you go, buddy. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. Give me your shoes. The gargoyle. Ah. Leave me alone. Are you a mimic still? No, you're just a chest now. Okay, sweet. Go away. Go away. Nobody likes you. Hey, buddy. Well, what are you waiting for? The fashion scene moves too quickly to stand around idle. Elf shoes. You set the tiny footwear aside. You set the little gnome hat nearby. As you present the handful of tiny clothing, the gargoyle lets out a grinding screech. Eee! What? What's wrong? You're just simply magnificent. The excited statue seems thrilled about the elf shoes in particular. You need to give me a heart attack. I don't see what's so great about those things. They're barely the size of thimbles. Ignoring you, the gargoyle slips the minuscule shoes onto its wriggling toes. Oh, but aren't they just lovely? And they match my scarf. Well, I think you look ridiculous. Now, tell me where the black sheep is, or I'll turn you into gravel next. No need to wrinkle up your rags. I carried her out to a secret grove in the woods to hide from the ram. Even managed to save some of her stock as well. Since you've shown yourself to be no friend to the ram, I guess I could fly out there too. Gargoyle flexes the heavy stone wings on its back. Let's-a go! Aww. Stay back! The ram sent you to finish me off, didn't he? Oh, crackers! I knew I couldn't trust that gargoyle to keep a secret. Calm down. I didn't come to fleece you. In fact, I came to see why that miserable tyrant tried to run you out of town. You glance around at the rescued rolls of patterned fabrics and balls of coloured yarn. All because of this lovely textile work. I never meant to cause trouble. I just wanted to make beautiful clothing, but the ram saw my work as some affront to his great vision. He wants all of his sheep to dress the same, be the same, think the same, but I don't understand. Why can't we be different? The loudest voice is seldom the wisest. Tears well up in the sheep's white sad eyes. They burned down my wool shop and tried to kidnap me. I only barely got away. Thankfully, that helpful gargoyle was able to salvage some of my things from the fire. At a time like this, knitting clothing is the only thing I can do to calm my nerves. I hope I have enough yarn to last me. My poor spinning wheel was broken on the journey here, so I don't think I can make any more. Shame. I too am a weaver, of sorts. Your wheel can't possibly be beyond repair. Could I take a look at it? If you think it would help, be my guest. Now, where is your spinning wheel, darling? There it is. Let me have a look. Does that say? I whip up a spell to restore this in no time. I can. Restorative idol. I need one of these for the pumpkin jack. So I can get a pumpkin jack bone to make this, and then I can make restorative idol. Two of these. What else do we have? What else is around here? Ah. So, back to the fields then. No. Speaking of clicks when I don't mean to, there we go. There we go. I love the sounds in this game. They're good sounds, yeah. All the voices I do for the different characters? Thank you! They're fun. It's fun to do. I can't remember most of them, chat. That's my secret. I'm gonna let you into my secret. I just make it up on the spot, and sometimes they match, sometimes they don't, and that's fine. Because it really is all about just making it work. You know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna grab your eggs. I like to imagine that I have to click on the chickens to get the eggs right, and I like to imagine that I'm just squeezing. Give me an egg! Squeeze a chicken. Poor things. The docks, to the market, to the village. Oh, hi! I don't know why, but just the hi just gives me the idea that this gargoyle is very camp. It wasn't the elf shoes, chat, I'm gonna be honest, but this, yes. I would like a lift in the secret grove, please, and thank you. As good as new. Few spins and some elbow grease, and she's all ready to go. Whoa, really? Thank you so much. What can I ever do to repay you? I think together we could repay that stinking ram for causing this mess in the first place. I have an idea to knit him a cardigan he won't soon forget. Why, a special gift. That's a lovely idea. But it will need a personal touch. Some wool collected from those dim-witted followers of it should do the trick. The ram guards its flock like an ogre. You won't be able to get a single hair of them with him watching. That's a problem. Oh, unless you find us missionaries. Sometimes the ram sends out loyal sheep to spread the word. Why, I bet if anyone could find them, it's you. You found me, after all. He spreads his gibberish to the corners of the world. Where are all these missionaries? We already saw one in the graveyard. Nearer than you think. They usually travel through the docks, the graveyard, and market. Shame they won't have the ram's protection. I got plenty of fleas here. If you have something special in mind, just put it by the spinning wheel. So, okay, Metamorphosis Elixir. Crypt Crawler Silk. I already hate it. Probably spiders. And sheep wool. Okay. Okay, to the graveyard. So I also need Crypt Crawler Silk. I can words on occasion. Into the crypt. I think that might be where the crypt crawler is. Oh, hello, doggo. Graveyard dog. Hold on, chat. Has the volume reset again? No. I haven't been up there, so I've seen the sheep. But where exactly? There. Who's there? Show yourself in the name of Ram. No need to be jumpy, my friend. I'm just a lonely old woman coming to grieve. Oh, you're one of those nasty ghosts. Usually this place is pretty dull, but lately there's been nothing but angry spirits. He glances over his shoulder in a near panic. Oh, why the ram send me here? Place gives me the creeps. You scratch your cauldron in thought as the sheep jumps in a nearby patch of mist. Looks like all I need to do is give this chap a good fright and his wool will be mine for the picking. Haunted mannequin recipe. Oh boy. Mummified head. A dreadful doll. I need a sewing kit and I need a skeeter snoot for that. Okay. Well, we're gonna make 2 of these, and then we're gonna go to the swamp and we're gonna harvest some skeeter snoots, because I'm chronically short on those and it's quite annoying. Ghastly head. Lost its body, but seemingly all the more spry for it. Spirit salts. I could try that. That might be what I need to get that mummified head. Where are they? Yep. Okay, sweet. That's done. To the swamp. Let's harvest some skeeter snoots. It'd be ideal if I could get more than one in the same spot. May you... No! You're the wrong one to be angry at me. A lot of frogs there. There's two. There we go. Oh no! Ghostly ectoplasm! Alright, fine. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna catch some more frogs while I'm here. They're easy to catch. Come here, you. Jazz, hi! Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. What's that portal? Chat, I'm lost. Oh, I really am lost. You good? Just working? I'm alright. I've had an interesting day. But the good news is my heart is all perfectly fine. So it seems. So that's good news. Ectoplasm. Yeah. Also, I have googly eyes. Because, yeah. Because why not? Soothing rune. How did I make a soothing rune? As you should, right? As you do. Soothing rune for you. Nope, spectral tears. Okay, well. I need some ectoplasm. I think it... Excuse me. Metamorphosis. I think I need to go into the crypt. Dryad fruit. Okay. Alright. Back to the forest. For some dryad nuts. Fruit. Fruit. Dryad fruit. What's your... Exorcism charm. An antlered ghost. Bat wings. Sure. So the crafting is getting quite complex. Sweet. But not in the way of, oh no, I don't know what to do, but just so many steps. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Wait, was that you? Exorcism charm, yeah. Exercise! Got exercised. That's the ghostly ectoplasm. I didn't even need to go into the crypt. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. More goo! Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Haunted mannequin. Horrified. A skittish sheep nearly jumps out of his pelt in horror. Ah! Now's my chance to shear his wool before he comes back to his senses. Snip, snip, bitch. Get fleased. Quickly snip a handful of wool from his quaking body. Forget this. I don't care how angry the ram gets. I'm going back to the flock. Later, nerd. Okay, so for the metamorphosis, right, I was gonna go back for some dryad fruit. We're not gonna question. Especially not because I obtain it by setting and set dryad on fire. Alright, chat? Definitely not gonna put a lighter to his balls and get them. Okay? If I can find one. There we go. Ignite. He'll cool off eventually. Okay. I didn't even need the shears. You just dropped them. Right. This one. Crypt crawler, silk. Yeah, might as well. Yes, we're going to the crypt. Hello, are you gonna go through the portal, or are we gonna just vibe here? Okay. Having a moment. Oh, almost forgot the little baby mandrake. Being so fucking dramatic. Could you not? Into the crypt. Ball chamber. Strength they had in life still resonates here. Huh? And cap. Chisel, there's a corpse in here as well. Stone casket, very likely to contain a corpse. Owl chamber. Make it will watch over them for eternity. There you are! Hairy, toothy, drools a lot, but absolutely not a dog. Arachnicide. Look away, chat. I'm gonna kill the creepy not dog. Where'd it go? There. Oh, gross. Oh, there's another. Okay. Well then. Oh, come on! Really? Fine. Oh, I only needed one. Well, I have 2 now. That's fine. But I also need to go back to the swamp to get more of them thistles. But let's first see where the sheep is in the market and the docks. First one up, the docks. Okay. Right, there was crabs out to get me here. And deep ones. But I want your chest. What the fuck is that? Anyway, there you are. Fishing line. Excuse me. Though appearing delicate, it is in fact strong enough to land even the largest aquatic holes. Interesting. Hello? Hey, you. Know what stings around here? Your breath? Maybe get back on the crab grass. Ah, very funny. I'm talking about all these mismatched folk walking around like disgusting individuals. Don't they care about unity at all? Aren't they lonely? Don't they want to be part of something bigger? How are they not full to the brim with pure horror of existential dread? He leaves the sheep to spiral deeper into his own metaphysical pit. This fellow seems to be projecting some deep-seated issues. Perhaps if I give him a little push, he won't mind if I pilfer some of his wool. Bottled despair. It reminds me of the DLC of Dragon Age 2, where one of the servants offers you the ham. It tastes of despair. Oh sweet, I have everything I need. Except water. Fuck! Spoke too soon. Damn it, me. Oh, you're not far from the portal, so that's alright. Crab trap. Thank you for the posture check. There. Skipper scale. Okay. That's not weird at all. Fields is the closest by. All right. Grimoire. Bottle despair. All right then, little fella. Where are you? Let me help you out a bit there. Uncork the bottle, despair! The sheep's eyes glaze over as he looks deep into his soul and sees only nothingness. What's the point of it all? I am so alone. Poor fella. He'll feel better when the curse lifts, but it'll be too late for his wool. Snip, snip. You collect a clump of wool and pat the sheep on his fluffy head. There. Things aren't always so bad. Why don't you run off home to your flock? You're right. Maybe I'm not so alone after all. The sheep wipes a dewy tear from his face and lopes off toward the village. Goodbye. A bit of a stretch. There we go. The village! There we go, to the village. And then I need the market for the last one. Which is up there. Are you a mimic? You're a mimic. I don't have a skeleton key. You're also a mimic, yes, okay. Hello? Excuse me, Mom. Have you heard about the Ram, the one true leader? Oh, truly, I don't have time for this. Just look at all these clothing stalls around us. It's revolting. So many patterns. They make my eyes water with rage. Oh, we'll show you some eye-watering patterns, all right. A good magic show to set you spinning. Prestidigitation deck. Oh, buddy. Glitter bomb. Sweet. Okay, one glitter bomb. I need more fireflies for the shiny lure. Okay, fine. Okay. So what is? Bake it till you make it. This is my shop chat. Bake it till you make it. That's beautiful. That's art, what that is. Okay. Oh, that's a mimic, that's a mimic, that's a mimic. I hate it. Look at that thing! It's fucking legs, man. No. Crack in the foundation. Also, nails. Here. It was right there. So, shiny lure. Prestidigitation deck. Sweet! While I'm here, I'm gonna go past the swamp and get more of those thistles because I ran out. on then. Come here. I want you all nice close around me. There we go. There's more thistles. There we go. I need those. To the market. Prestidigitation deck. There we go. Dazzle! Razzle and dazzle! Oh my! The sheep goes cross-eyed at a blinding display of pure magical speculation as you shuffle the deck of enchanted cards. It's so... I can't see! That's right! Keep your eyes on the pretty colors while I shear you bald! Snip, snip! Before the sheep can recover his eyesight, you snip a healthy patch of wool from his backside. I can still see the colors even when I close my eyes. Out of my way, I can't preach like this. I've got to get back to the flock. Sweet. Okay. Now to the village. To the gargoyle that brings us to the black sheep. We put everything but a spinning wheel and we make a very magical sweater. There. Magical sweater. Doing the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah. Nope. No, thank you. Why are there so many Christmas elves in the village? Oh, hi! Did you lift out in the secret grove? Sure. Sure thing, hun. How are your toe booties? I've got plenty of fleas here, but if you have something special in mind, just put it by the spinning wheel. Oh, I sure do. The 3 lots of wool taken from the ram's flock are most eager to please any hand that guides them. A metamorphosis elixir will really make these garments pop. Crypt crawlers walk the line between the mundane and the supernatural, and their silk holds the key to that boundary. With all the goods at hand, you wave the black sheep over to the spinning wheel to get started. A bit stiffer than I'm used to, but I can work with this. She rolls up her sleeves and prepares the bobbin. As the black sheep manages the wheel, you assist by weaving your own magic into the fibers as you feed them through the device. Dazzling colors of every hue shoot out of the whirling wheel, sending sparks dancing into the underbrush. Soon, a large ball of rainbow-tinted yarn is wound together. Ow! I didn't even have to use any dye! I could use your help anytime. She gathers up the yarn and admires it before handing it to you. Take it. My thanks to you. I couldn't have done it without your skill at the wheel. Say, you should think about returning to the village soon. Your little doggy friend was quite worried about you last time I saw him. Oh my gosh, I was such in panic that I completely forgot about him. But what about the ram and his flock? I'm a goner if I go back there. You leave that to me. Ooh, magic yarn. Alright, chat. We have ads starting soon. So let's add back down, but not start the process yet. Just look at this idiot here. Oh! Hold on. Oh, I can get water from the town well. Well. Would you look at that? Anyway, chat. I'm gonna take this opportunity to get up and stretch. And, yeah, no, I've got my hydration sorted. Maybe grab myself a snack. Anyway, take this time to go take care of yourself, friends. I will do the same, and I'll see you all after the ads. Alright, I return. Hello, friends. Thank you for waiting. We'll show this ram, who's boss, a bit of a snack. Hello. Beat me! Ugh. Let's fucking go. Oh, there is the path to the vision, and the vision is the bedfellow of damnation. Twist the length of your multicolored thread into a makeshift lasso. The shifting colors make the thread appear to be alive. What nonsense. I'll just let my magic yarn around each of these sheep and show them the world is more than black and white. I need to get all of them? Oh boy. Stopping in the middle of his sermon, the ram noticed that his flock is no longer paying attention to him. The flock turns away from the ram's ravings, fully enraptured by the colorful thread. Hey, what are you fools doing? Is it the black sheep's work? Whoa! We just assumed it was ugly because the ram said so. No, you idiots, it's wrong! Have you forgotten everything I taught you? Ah, look at all these wild colors! I never knew wool could be so neat! Stop looking at the colors! Amongst the commotion, the voice of the black sheep pipes up. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you all appreciate my handiwork. Are you kidding? This is the most amazing wool you've ever seen. Where can we get some more? Stop, listen to me. Oh wow, look at all these customers. We need to get that shop of yours up and running again. You're right, oh my, it's all so overwhelming. Looks like it's time to roll up my sleeves and get back to work. Does that mean you'll reopen your wool shop? We'll have to fix it up again if it means we can get more of these fantabulous colors. I'm so done with these voices. Holy shit. But I did this to myself, chat. I made this bed and I will lay in it. Ah! Exactly. The ram swings his bronze bell harder and harder, desperately trying to be heard over the joyful celebrations of his flock. Eee! Oh my, what in the dickens happened? I guess he clanged that awful bell of his just a little too hard. Give his own head a proper ringing till it couldn't take anymore. You glance over to the ram's empty soapbox. A fitting end, I suppose. Shepherd is nothing without his flock. Give me that bell. Eee! Pick up the bell, but not a sound emanates from it. Something is muffled. You turn it over to look inside and find that the metal clanger is covered in a familiar bristly white wool. The soul of the ram. Huzzah! That's the quest of the ram completed. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to voice another sheep in this game. Holy shit. Alright, to the market. We already saw the commotion between the butcher, the baker, and the smith, I believe. Let's have a look at the bake it till you make it. That old fish blacksmither's going my gears. I ought to give him a smack on the bra next time I see him. Master Baker, please, settle down. You've been tricked. Very much doubt that. Only a fool will believe that story without any evidence. Fine. You want evidence? I'll get you some. The true criminal must have left clues around here somewhere. Well, have you got any evidence yet? The cat's confession? Buddy, you haven't even allowed me to take a look around. How the fuck am I supposed to get the evidence already? Bread! Oh, there's a locker. Conspicuous urn! More bread, more bread, more bread. Completely mundane. This strange vase doesn't look like it belongs in a bakery. There's still some bugs and dirt inside. An inscription on the side reads, Harold Grimes. Hanged under the old grave tree for crimes he never committed. That's odd. I don't have the cat's confession, but out of place presence in such a bakery. Hold on, what did it say again? Hanged under a tree for crimes he didn't commit. Let's first open the journal and track this. Oh, Chandler in his candle shop. Okay. Visit the old hanging tree in the graveyard. Gotcha. The Undying Flame. I've seen a circle of candles in the swamp, but I'm not sure if that has anything to do with this. Open top barrel, handler, and locker. Hi, buddy. Insufferable baker. I'll tear his nose off next time I see him. Settle down, Master Chandler. You're being duped by a prankster. Bah, a prankster? It was that baker, I'm sure of it. I don't see no evidence for the contrary. You want evidence, eh? But there's a clue around there that will unveil the real truth. Get some evidence or get out! Okay, so we got a basket, we got a tiny cauldron, you got the open top bell, Chanter's ledger, candles, grinder, wax granules, locker. Okay. Perfectly ordinary supplies, completely mundane broom, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing out of the ordinary, completely mundane, perfectly ordinary supplies. His bag smells suspiciously of sulfur and has a shipping address stamped on it. Pier 3 Imports Dockyards. Okay. Dockyards, yes. Dockyards. Fine. Smith? And the Smith here? Where is that? There. By that fucking goose. Fucking goose that bit me. The Iron Anvil.
Master Chandler, wring his scrawny neck.
Calm yourself, Master Blacksmith. You're being played for a fool.
Ah, fat chance. Only some odd evidence could ever convince me that I wasn't a blundering knave.
If someone really has been sneaking around in here, there ought to be some clues left behind.
Only evidence could possibly change my mind.
Cold hard proof. Barrel, smithed tool, tub, pole arms. Some fireworks have been hastily shoved into this coal barrel. A tag on a firework reads property of town watch. If lost, please return to the village gallows. Okay. Well, while we're here. sure what I need those nails for, but they'll come in handy at some point. We can go down to the graveyard from here. Oh, no, to the docks. My bad. Well, then we go to the docks. Pier 3. There's no numbers on here. Alright. Oh, well, thankfully, it does say on the map where it is. Pelican! Hungry, but unwilling to take any action to satisfy that. Hazy water. This is a shipping address of the sulfur crates, but you don't find anything incriminating. You do, however, spot something wedged between the watery piles of the pier. Something must have gotten knocked off the docks, was purposely disposed of. Let's read it up and take a look-see. You fish out an empty sulfur tin with a wad of wet paper stuffed inside. Though the ink is running, you can still make out the loopy handwriting. Another brilliant strategy by the world's most brilliant strategist. That's me, the cat. If you're reading this, then be sure to write my name down in the history books. This sulfur smells so rotten it will put those candlesticks the Chandler makes right in the trash. You'll think the baker did it when I dusted top with flour. Well then, this is the proof the Chandler is looking for. Take it. No, thank you. Okay, let's go to the graveyard and just get all the confessions and then go back to the market and convince everyone that they're fools! Okay. There it is. Going to the tree. Crooked fellow peers down at you as if you're someone else to make fun of his eternal predicament. You spot a piece of paper floating inside his translucent body. What you got there? Don't suppose I can convince you to cough up that paper, can I? Spirit salts. You sprinkle the exorcising salts onto the ghost. He sputters and sneezes up the paper suspended inside his head before going back to swinging as if nothing had happened. Looks like a page of someone's diary. My best plan yet. These grave bugs will make the baker's buns taste like embalmed eclairs. I'll just dump the dirt out of this stupid urn to carry them. It should be proof enough to convince the baker who the real culprit was. And the gallows in the village. Okay. There's the market, there's the village. peer through the slatted planks of the town's gallows. Doesn't look like it's seen much use recently. The space underneath it is stuffed with evidence storage and parade decorations, including a box of dusty fireworks. An errant note catches your eye, but you can't quite fit your hand through the wooden planks. Drat! Need something thin and grabby. Like a pluck pocket? Oh boy. Pickpocket's glove and a crab claw. What's your weakness, bud? Tiny lure. Just hope the elf doesn't grab it. I'm trying to think about what he's done. And then... I need to deal with the fucking crabs, don't I? To the docks! Alright. There is one. A crab trap. Sweet. And then I get... Luck pocket. I'm back to the village. Okay. You pluck out a slip of paper from under the gallows. It looks like a torn notebook page, hastily stuffed in a crack, almost wanting to be discovered. If you're reading this, then you've no doubt been witness to my greatest crime spree. I, the cat, will be remembered throughout history as the greatest underground mastermind. The town flatfoots will never notice a couple parade fireworks missing, and a blacksmith buffoon will lose more than a few chest hairs. How arrogant. This proof would convince the blacksmith of the cat's involvement. But why would you... Well, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't question the video game logic, but why would you not just confess to your crimes, but leave out evidence like that? That's just silly. That's just silly, chat.
Get some evidence or get out!
Magellan's cheeks flush a bright red, stomping and shouting at the cat's confession.
Why, that yowling pest! Her oil livelihood she's meddling with.
You can agree the baker's innocent, then?
Him? They say didn't have hands in this horrible crime. It was Brett still stale, if you ask me.
As long as you three put a stop to this ruckus, maybe we can put an end to this grudge after all.
I'll keep my eyes peeled for that darn cat. She won't try her nose around here again, that's for sure. Or evidence could possibly change my mind.
Well, here's a confession. The man's beady eyes go wide with anger as he reads through the paper.
Why, that no good cat. Oh, Mark, good gone up in a big ball of fire.
I take it you'll let Chandler off the hook.
Sure. Looks like he wasn't involved in this plot, though I still don't care for his candles much.
Excellent. Maybe with you three at peace we can get to the bottom of this. And don't mind me stealing your hot coals. That's just payment for my work, you see. Oh no! No! Your horn's limp again! Oh, you poor thing, and I can't even help you this time.
Well, you got any evidence yet?
I do. The baker's brow arches in anger as he reads the cat's confession.
Refined little urchin! How dare she tamper with my buns like that?
Oh my. You forgive the blacksmith then?
Huh? Oh, sure. This is not like he wasn't involved in this after all.
Splendid. If you two can get along long enough, we can bring the real culprit to justice. Now that these three fellows have cooled down a bit, I better have a chat with that plum purple pony to figure out the best way to confront this swindler. Oh, I wouldn't help the poor purple pony, the horn horse with a limp horn. Buddy, what happened? We fixed it. I suppose it only worked so long, huh? Oh, Joy, you're back. Oh no, the horn's fine now. Just not on the... Look, right here it's sad and weird. He's just very happy to see me. Okay, apparently he's just very happy to see me. I can't blame him. Find anything in those shops? Would appear your market is plagued by mastermind schemes of the cat. Well, maybe not so masterminded. She did leave behind a bunch of clues for me to find. As though summoned, the furry shape somersaults into a nearby rooftop with a flourish. I see you're a fan of my genius accomplishments. Well, you're in luck. Soon I'll have this whole village at my mercy. Quickly, your magic horn! Unicorn shuffles its stumpy legs to get a better shot at the monologuing feline. With a flick of a tail, the cat disappears, leaving only her voice cackling in the air. You have to be faster than that, slowpokes. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not very maneuverable in high-pressure situations. Same, buddy. Oh, don't fret. We'll just have to make sure she stands still next time. I should be able to concoct a tantalizing kitty treat strong enough to keep her attention. I'll set it about a big statue there. You just get ready to fire. Feline curio. Oh boy. Stuffed burb with a B. Pigeon beak. Uh-oh. I mean, I already have a mimic's toe. I need a pigeon beak. But I do have a trap for that. Here are the witch spices. And cat treat. I need more milk. For that I need another jar. And a fish. A fish I get from the docks. I'll get a fishing line just in case. Alright. I'll put this here. Should get a pigeon. Here we go. There's a pigeon. Thwack! Beautiful. I made a stuffed burb. Alright, let's go to the docks. And get a fish. fish. Nice. Oh, right. I needed more milk. But there was a cow in the market as well. Maybe I can get the milk there. Because it just says fields. But I'm pretty sure there's a cow in the market that I can reach. See? Feline curio. There we go. Oh no, that's that fucking goose again. Peak curiosity of the little kitty. You place down the scrumptious-looking cat treat and duck behind a pumpkin to hide. Within moments, you hear the telltale laughter of the cats over the market stalls. That's the best you can do. What do you make me for? A basic alley cat? You'll need more than a lump of garbage to catch me. Despite the lofty words, you see her eyes go wide and her tail flick as the scent of fish and catnip reaches her nose. Why, I'm the most sophisticated criminal and underlord in the world as ever. Say, what's that? Tuna. You give the signal to the unicorn, but see that the beast is still facing entirely the wrong direction. Must I do everything around here? You slap the unicorn in the haunches, jolting it out of a daydream. Oh, what? Oh, right, the cat. The beast carefully takes aim, making sure to account for drag and wind speed direction. Alright, I got it this time. By the light of truth, I banish all lies from thee! A brilliant spark of rainbow light emits from the unicorn's horn and streaks towards the preoccupied cat. When the colorful smoke clears, you can see the hide nor hair of the cat. Only a smoldering pair of fancy leather boots remain near the statue. Wow, for a moment there, I thought all that talk about your magic horn was pure hogwash. But, baby, oh my.
I mean, usually it doesn't have such an explosive effect. I really meant to expel the lies from her, but I guess she was all lies. Didn't have a truthful bone in her body.
Well, whatever the reason, I suppose she won't be blighting your market any longer.
Yes, that's right. I can't wait for life to get back to normal. Thank you for all your help.
You glance at one of the cat's boots slumped over on its side. I better go gather her up. You pick up the smoking boots of the cat. A rainbow hue radiates over the leather. They smell strongly of feet and candy. The soul of the cat, though you suspect she may have 8 more lives left. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Nice. Which leaves the rats. Explore the haunted house north of the graveyard. Let's go do that. Hello, puppy. Hello, Gravekeeper. Ooh, haunted house. Do you think Luigi's here? Because it's a haunted mansion. Strange well. Leaning shed. old and rusted implements hang from the walls. A little frightening, actually. Okay, so I will need water then, but... heavy door. I can just go inside? Like, just like that? Ghostly grasp. Antlered ghosts. Upstairs. Chest. Coat of arms. The once proud sigil of its manor's owners. Has a weakness. As you walk through the dilapidated estate, the temperature drops drastically. The floorboards and walls groan angrily as if the whole building is upset at your invasion. A gust of wind suddenly rushes up the staircase through the house as though the house itself was drawing breath. An ear-splitting scream stirs dust from the rafters and makes your knees weak. That's definitely the melodious voice of a banshee, or I'm a chicken's aunt. You take a step forward, but ghostly skeletal hands rise up through the creaking floorboards. They reach out, grasping, and you feel your spirit fade at their frigid touch. You're all lucky I misplaced my spectrosicle, or I'd cut you down like weeds. Guess I should report back to the gravekeeper anyway. Okay. Everyone's very angry, but let's go talk to the gravekeeper. Hey, buddy! You're right, this place is haunted. Now what?
You're back. It's a demon from the underworld, isn't it? Oh, maybe a lich come to summon up an army of darkness.
Relax. Just your run-of-the-mill banshee.
A banshee, I knew it. No one has been so angry lately. Oh, they're supposed to get any rest with all this racket. And the spirit only becomes a banshee when it's been terribly wronged.
Who used to live in that house?
I already know. It's been abandoned since before my time. That house was pretty creepy, though.
The place was so haunted that I couldn't get in for a better look. Good exorcism ought to clean it right up. This sort of stuff happen often.
Well, just last year I had to deal with a ghoul. I wouldn't stop breaking into crypts. Darn fella was trying to find his long-lost love or something.
The old man turns to rummage through his cluttered shack, looking for something.
Anyways, eventually I had to call the grave squad to exterminate us. I got that nasty ghoul round up before he befell too many tombs. But he left behind this, where'd I get to? Give me this sword of any angry spirits that might be left over.
He holds up a rusty-looking lantern. A ghost lamp? Although those things got recalled because of all those possessions.
Never heard nothing about that. Nah, this thing ain't powerful enough for banshees, but I should keep the ass of spirits, right?
He gives the lamp a shake, but only a puff of purple smoke rises off the wick.
Jeez. Looks like I forgot to keep fueled up. I'll go and get the gas myself, but there's a graveyard in this state.
Shrugs feebly at you. You're hopeless. What does the ghost lamp need for fuel? Squints at the fading label on the back of the lantern.
Let's see.
Bat wings, ghostly ectoplasm, and crypt crawler. Okay. Crypt crawler silk. So I need a couple more bat wings and a crypt crawler. Okay. Sweet. For the bat wings. I'll take this, and for you. I'll take that. Really? Nothing? There we go. Come on, I can see the bats flying. Even further in. Oh no, I'm a dummy. That's not how I catch them. I need these for the bats, of course. That's why no one's showing, because that was for the rats, not the bats. There we go. I'm Ember. There we go. Now where is that crypt again? Here. Oh, come on! Alright. Mr. Gravekeeper, sir, got all the fuel I need. The webbed wings still flap of their own accord. The phantom goo feels as if it's attempting to pull you down beneath the soil. The crypt crawler silk is thick and smells oddly of lilac.
Seem to have misplaced my reading glasses. Maybe I better prepare the mixture.
You read of the well-worn instructions printed on the lantern. They're horridly confusing and riddled with spelling mistakes. How did these contraptions ever make it to the market in the first place? You better stand back. If I do this wrong, things might get a little explodey. You grind together the gruesome ingredients to a waxy paste before rendering the whole mixture down over rendering the whole mixture down over the gravekeeper's cooking fire. The odor coming from the wet, bubbling soup makes the hairs on your nose prickle. But you power through it and pour the ghastly oil into the lantern with a rusty funnel. The gravekeeper raises one caterpillar-like eyebrow at you.
Okay, boom. Perfect. Give it a good shake.
You swish the oil around inside the lamp and light the wick. Slowly a bluish, unearthly glow fills the space around you. The light makes your teeth itch when you look directly at it. Oh, I hate that.
Take a look at that. Fresh as a daisy. Driving around in a way ghoulies try to accost you. To clear away that miserable banshee, maybe you can ask her what all the fuss is about.
Alright, so we go again. Go upstairs. Oh, I'm in the wrong room. Excuse me, come in, sir. Excuse me, excuse me. Ma'am? Come to taunt me as well. Taunt you? Come to find out why you're throwing such a tantrum. You raise the dead with your wailing. Her wraith jaw drops to a collarbone, howling as her ghostly arms reach for you. You quickly raise the ghost lamp high, bathing the room in cold light. The spirit recoils away, covering her eyes with translucent hands. It burns! Why do you torment me so? Oh, quit being so dramatic. Now tell me what's got you so upset. It's gone! That sneak, that thieving, plague-ridden rodent stole it! What's gone? Who stole it? My family's crypt was defiled by that wretched rat! My most precious treasure! My brooch is gone! I will not rest until I have it back! Oh, the rat stole the brooch from your crypt. That's enough to make anyone upset. Any more sippies? Yes, it was stolen, ripped from my breast. Where is it gone? Well, the rat pilfered it off your remains. Maybe he left behind a clue as to where he ran off to. But that crypt is jammed full of caskets. How would I know which box is yours? What was your name? I do not remember. Who was I? Everything is clouded by my suffering. Jesus Christ, woman, calm down. Well, this was your house, right? There must be some relics in here that can point me in the right direction. Okay, I get it. I'll get to the bottom of this and you can stop all this howling. Locked chest. Family portrait. This corroded picture frame is almost completely deteriorated. You can barely make out ghostly figures sitting together on the rotten canvas. Shame. Time has almost forgotten this family. Maybe I can still restore just this little piece of them. It's probably another one of these, and I need another. I need more twigs for sure. But I also need another pumpkin jack bone for that. Alright. Another pumpkin jack bone it is. I think it's easier if I go to the portal here. And then to the fields and then the forest to get more twigs. The pheasants still upset me. Not me single-handedly, just completely killing the entire fairy population
of this little world here.
Oopsie.
There we go. There's the restorative doll. Ah yes, that's also the mushrooms that I will need soon again, no doubt. You're gonna pick up that twig, thank you. Oh, they're still going. Okay, good for them. Yeah, that's on me.
I got stomped on!
No, go away. Nobody likes you. There we go. Okay. Right.
crash restore data for the destroyed portraits. There we go. Let's restore this family portrait. Oh, we have ads starting soon, I say, so I'll just gather some more resources. Oh, maybe I'll have a look at the family crest, because I saw that. Let's see. This embossed shield looks like it might be a coat of arms, but the face is so badly encrusted with patina that you can't quite make out what it is. A good cleaning ought to get this looking spick and span. Purification water. I need ghostly ectoplasm and yeah, water I can get outside of this house as well. That's why I got the cobblestones. Okay, I'll make another 2 jars so I can get some water, but you... Dang it! That didn't work. Did! Oh right, because I wanted the ghastly tears. Because what I really need is... There we go. Bat wings. Alright. No bats here? Come on. No? No, doesn't mean it just gives me weird water and I double clicked it to like a plank. Oh well. That's okay. I can make more jars. I can make more jars. I need one of those antlered ghosts. There you are. I'll get water. Okay. Now. Can see the family crest, hopefully. Nope. I didn't read it. Clean it. You clean away the grit and grime to reveal a proud lion staring back at you. This crest looks like it matches one of the burial rooms in the crypt. Okay. Color and light flood back into the faded painting to reveal a content-looking family. You recognize one of the younger girls by her shock of hair and brooch on her chest. That must be our wailing wraith. A granddaughter by the looks of it, so she must be in the lower tiers of the crypt. No names? Okay. No names, apparently. Into the crypt we go. Yeah, no worries, and thank you for the lurk. I could have gotten water there, probably. I might have also been weird water. Fuck knows at this point. The owl chamber. Oh, hey buddy. Lion room must. Oh, for the most regal of repose. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to bump into you. Oh, I've completely missed that. Order of death. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I'm trying to leave. Goodness. Right, sorry to bother you again, but I forgot something. It's the ADHD. You know what it's like. Or you don't, you know, but it is what it is. Now, what was there to find in this room? Lock chest. This heavy box seems like it might contain important family documents, but it's locked tight. I doubt the key is anywhere around here. Better just make my own skeleton key. There we go. Magically unlock. You crack open a chest to find a collection of moldy papers and bills, but a heavy book at the bottom looks promising. In the cracked leather-bound tome, you browse through long-forgotten obituaries, and we mourn her death, the third of her siblings to pass. Much beloved, she will long be remembered for her beautiful singing voice and tireless pursuit of justice. Sounds like a banshee, third to die. I mean that a casket will be the third one in her row. I think that's everything I need to know. The banshee's body is buried under the crest of the lion. She's a granddaughter, she'll be in the bottom row, and she was the third one to pass away. Okay, if that's all we need, instead of, you know, a fucking name. Okay. Hold on, chat. I need to check something.
Oh, you're back. Find out anything about our predicament?
It seems like you've got a grave robber on the loose. The banshee had a brooch stolen from a family crypt.
A grave robber? Oh, damn those despicable degenerates. The increasing ghosts haven't been able to do my nightly patrols.
I need to get to the crypt and find her body. The thief might have left something behind.
Oh, I got lucky. The place is more spiders than I have liver spots, so you understand if I stay behind.
Sure. Sure, buddy. I got this. I keep walking into this invisible wall. That is quite annoying. Alright, bottom row. Can only be this one. This doesn't seem like the right casket. Well, never mind then. Will you go away, Spooter? You dig your nails underneath the loose plaque and begin to pull. The rusty bolts pop off the corners of the end cap as the whole thing rips off from the mossy wall. You toss away the grave cover and peer inside the dark hollow, holding your lamp aloft. Dozens of small, beady eyes blink back at you. Rats! You quickly jump aside as a torrent of vermin come pouring out from the coffin. Filthy little biters! Come to pilfer more graves? Squeaking and hissing, they flow like some lumpy liquid rushing back towards the entrance. You get a feeling that these rats are far more organized than any normal pest. Where are you off to, little devils? Running back to your master, perhaps? Ah, fine. I don't want to pass out.
Look at them go!
Alright. Show me where your nest is. Ah. You track the swarm of rats into thorny bramble, the bodies whirling in a verminous mass. This does not, however, seem to be their permanent nest. If you could only flush them out, perhaps they would flee to their true source. A good spark, gotta set this dry tinder alight. Can't hide from me, beasts. Tinderbox. The brush is quickly subsumed in tongues of flame, scattering the rats beneath. The frenzied rat is not without order, though. In a wave of fur and claws, they scramble through the graveyard towards their next hiding place. The horde of rats pull between the bars of this crumbling mausoleum, swirling in a gyre just out of reach. Once more, they found temporary refuge. Such a closed-in space seems right for a good smoking. They won't be able to hold their breath for long. The smoke emitting from the pallets is thick and concentrated. Even though they are below the worst of it, the choking fumes are enough to flush the rats out. Once more they rush forth, this time fleeing towards the shadow of the ruined church. The flood of rats squeeze through the bars of a great brass gate and disappear into the ruins of a squat abandoned church. Heavy chains bind up the gates and rusted padlocks well beyond accepting any sort of key. Something more potent will be needed to open it. Acidic unguent? Acid, gotcha. I have newt and okay, I need to go to the swamp then. Fine. Fine, we will return. Thankfully the portal's not that far. There you go. It's Eye of Newt. I need more of the thistle. Yeah, there we go.
let's go. Ah, boo. Boo and hiss. I got hit. Back to the graveyard. There we go. The iron of the padlock wheezes in protest as it melts away into blackened goo. The chain falls away and you push open the gates to the churchyard beyond. Sure, let's go into the church. What could possibly go wrong? A locker, a chest, tarnished candle holder. Money! You attempt to pick up the candlestick but find it attached to some mechanism inside the altar. A latch flips and you watch a stack of boxes slide aside to reveal a hidden crack in the wall. Into the shadows. I first want to see what's down here. Absolutely nothing! Okay. Into the shadows we go! Oh! Treasure! The rat! Not content to sit in his hoard, the rat's eyes dart about for new earning opportunities. Ah. We're gonna have to feed you a mimic, huh? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, look, a chest.
Hey, who in the blazes are you? Hold a chin, huh?
I let myself in. You should really hide your secret lair a bit better. Though I must admit, this is quite the collection you've acquired here.
Why? What's it to you? Looking to make a trade? Got whatever you need, sister, if you can pay the price, that is.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking for an old antique brooch, and I heard you're the one to talk to.
Yeah, we got plenty of brooches. Any of these beauties catch your eye?
The vermin flips open his cloak, and you see it's lined with rows and rows of jewelry. You lean in for a closer look. The items all look like priceless family heirlooms, but you can't pick out the one belonging to the Banshee. I'm not sure. I need to confirm with my friend as to which is the right one. The rat narrows his eyes suspiciously and hides his wares back inside his cloak.
And just who is this friend of yours?
Why, she's the original owner, of course. She would very much like her property returned to her.
No deal, we don't make trades with the dead.
But you're happy enough to steal from them? Let me just go tell my friend where your little hideout is. I'm sure she'll be more persuasive than myself.
Fool, this place is sacred ground. No bad spirits can enter here. Now get out before I beat you clean.
Alright. No need to be crass. Return to the church altar. Okay. No spirits may cross the threshold, eh? Well, then I'll just have to invite one in myself. You eye the flat surface on the barren altar. Looks like the perfect place to conduct a seance. And the Ouija board? A wedgie board? Oh, I need dog hair. Okay. And of course another pumpkin jack bone. Okay. That's just regular water. Okay, good. Come on. I need a wicked gemstone. Okay, so then all I need is a pumpkin jack bone. Back to the fields. Hey, little guy. Farmer still doesn't give a fuck that I've been killing his little helpers. Time for a seance. Invoke. You close your eyes and place your hands on the planchette of the spirit board. Concentrating hard, you try to focus your thoughts towards the haunted mansion. Hello? Can you hear me? Show me a sign. The planchette begins to twitch and move, slowly tracing out letters on the board. Who is this? Oh, come now. Who else would it be? I'm calling to let you know I found where the rat is. You might want to come down and speak to him. Lights flicker within the halls and dim down until you are drenched in total darkness. Only a blood-red glow throbs from the altar. Wind rushes through the church and you can hear the squealing of rats as they dive for cover. On the gale come to screams of the dead reverberating through the halls. The spirit board shudders and splits with the noise, and a skeletal hand claws its way out from the peephole of the cracked planchette.
Is he here? I can smell him.
Right through that crack in the wall, actually. The vengeful spirit howls and flies straight through your body as she sweeps down into the rat's hideout. Ugh, that's chilly. Wait for me, I need to see how this ends.
I do need to see how this ends. Get him, girl! Yeah! You get his ass!
You dare take from me. How did you... Wait, was it a simple misunderstanding? I didn't... Even in your hour of judgment, you lie.
Rad's bulging eyes lock onto you in desperation.
This is your doing, isn't it? You let her in here.
I am merely helping to settle a dispute. You thought all your grave robbing wouldn't come with consequences.
Please justice for your crimes, thief. Did that have come for you?
The banshee whirls around like a hurricane, drawing with her an innumerable host of ghosts and spirits.
No! Get off us, you wretches! You're dead! Finders, keepers!
Spectral claws grab onto the rat and his verminous minions and drag them squealing into the underworld. With a crack of thunder, the howling wind evaporates. Not a single rat remains. A calm falls over the banshee as she reaches down and picks up one of the scattered brooches left on the floor. My brooch, it's back. It's safe. I can finally sleep. She clutches the treasure to her breast and looks at you with a final crooked smile before fading away in a glimmer of ghostly smoke. Eerie silence of the cave. You see something squirming in the debris. Oh! You brush aside some pilfered treasure and uncover a writhing mass of pink rat tails tangled together like worms. Ugh, looks like they're gone, not that I'm trying to escape. The soul of the rat. Thinks I hate it. Which means that tomorrow we'll go for the fish on the docks, chat. Let me see how this works, because I haven't used it. Just return home. Time to go home. There we go. Back home. Let's go back home, chat. While I find us someone to raid. If you could stick around for the raid, I'd really appreciate it, friends. It helps me out as a streamer, and you get to go hang out somewhere else. So let's go do that, shall we? I know I promised you crafts today, but yeah, today has been a day, friends. Let's see who we can go say hello to. Why not? You're playing a cozy bit of Sims 4. Let's go say hi to Sahana. We just defeated the rat. And Sahana happens to have pet rats and a rat cam, and they're really fucking cute. And if we're lucky, we get to feed them banana chips, okay? So let's go say hi to Sahana. Grab some rate text if you wanna, friends. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. More Witchwood. Because I'm really enjoying this little puzzle game and I'm just enjoying hanging out with you all. Yeah, I might be back for tonight's shenanigans with the rest of the ramen cart. I need to see how I feel because, again, I've had a day. Yeah, otherwise, I'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully this time with Divinity. Otherwise, more Witchwood if we haven't finished, or another game. We'll see. All right, friends? But remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of your spoons. And I'll see you all around on the realms of Twitch, alright? I love you all. Bye-bye.